Hi, this is Ken Mahar. The fires in California this year and earthquakes and tsunamis. We live about 10 miles from a nuclear power plant where we have tinder dry hills behind us. I thought it was about time that I put together go bags and a plan that said, hey, if we have 1 minute to go, like literally the tsunami sirens start going, we've got 2 bags that we're going to grab as go bags for 1 minute. If we have 5 minutes, then our job is to clear this entire shelf where we're going to have all of our stuff together. So including the go bags, we'll also have additional water, fuel, bigger tent, and other supplies that we can throw into the car. The go bags are designed, we're putting everything in a backpack so that we can actually strap on everything we need and walk out if necessary. So I just thought I'd show you a couple of the items that we decided to put into our backpacks. Maybe it'll spawn a couple of ideas for you. Okay, the most important thing when you're trying to survive is water. So this little water life straw allows you to suck water literally out of a pond and survive. And we also have a first aid kit. Inside of this kit are bandages, needles, whistle, compass, alcohol, pads, light stick, first aid, moleskin blisters, razor blade, antiseptic, vinyl gloves, scissors, and a few other things. Next is this multi-tool. I had to talk Molly out of a zombie knife. This little guy is cheap, but pretty cool. It's got a hammer on one side, a little hatchet on the other. You can open it up and it's got a plier, and then you've got some tools that come out. Next is a map of California. Planning for, there not being any infrastructure and wireless, I think is a good idea. So we've got a pretty big map of California. This is a fire starter kit. I've actually left it in the wrapper because if there's one thing you want to stay dry, it's your fire starter kit. But apparently it burns like 1,000 degrees. This little guy is kind of neat. This is a radio that cranks up to work. It also is solar powered, and it's got a little battery actually inside. So it's got a flashlight, weather band radio, crank it to start it, and it also will charge your cell phone. And I plugged it in and I got like an extra 4% on my phone in about 10 minutes. Extra USB cord. This handy little survival guide tells you all kinds of things about what food is edible, including seaweed, how to set traps, how to skin game, how to make a shelter, all kinds of pretty cool stuff if you're out actually having to survive. So at this point you guys are probably thinking, this guy's off his rocker. Well, maybe. I just like having this stuff all together, all in a bag, all pre-packed. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to figure out where anything is. It's all ready to go, and it's literally in a bag that I could grab out of my garage right next to the garage door and be mobile in literally under a minute. Waterproof matches inside. Backup is a little flint and striker kit. These are emergency whistles. It's one for each of us. I attached lanyards, shoelaces, so everybody's got a whistle they can put around their neck. 4-pack of sporks. 2 water bottles. Only got the same color, so I decided to tape them differently. This is duct tape. You just put some duct tape on your water bottle. It's a great place to store it. Put both of our names on it, and then mine's got the lower tape. Hers has got the upper tape, so we can remember to get both of them. Next is a couple emergency ponchos, yellow and green, pretty high vis, one for each of the kids, then one for both of us. Next is our meal assortment. So here's the details on the freeze-dried meals. Less than 10 minutes to prepare, just add water, no cleanup, and they're good for 12 years. So I popped these out just to see what they're like. Spaghetti with meat sauce, rice and chicken, chili mac with beef. I'm sure they're edible. The reviews said that they're, decent. Next is a couple of headlamps. I've got these all wrapped up, and I've kept the batteries out for now so that there's no chance that they're going to get left on and be dead when we need them. And then a couple of comfort items. You know my wife. It would be a true emergency if we didn't have any coffee. So Pike Place instant roast, you just dunk this into hot water and stir it up, and you got coffee. And then we got, each of our kids has a lovey. So these are backup duplicates of those loveys, Gigi and Ellie. And you figure keeping your kids happy is pretty important when you're in stressful situations. So we have a couple of lightweight sleeping bags. These are called travel sacks. These are what Molly and I traveled the world with. This is about a 2.5 liter stuffed sack. So pretty small and lightweight, but good enough to get some coverage. The bigger sleeping bags are in the cargo bags, which I'll show you later. Here's another item, some rescue blankets. This is actually a pack of 10, so it's up and just put in what we need. Okay, now that we have the go bags pack, where if you're just literally walking out with what's on your back, those are done. And then the next bag is our secondary go bag, a duffel, basically with duplicates, just makes everything a little more comfortable. First thing is our heavier sleeping bags, instead of just relying on the lightweight ones. We've got this giant map of California that breaks down every part of the state into little sections. This has all the back roads on it, creeks, trails, camping sites, everything you'd want to know. 6 extra fire starters, a couple more emergency blankets, a couple more ponchos, our backpacking tent, and then also a secondary radio, which also has a crank and solar powered and has Weather Channel. It's got a nice SOS beacon on it. Anyway, that's all going in this bag. So now that we have our go bags and our secondary go bags, I'm going to show you how I have this stuff packed in my garage. Basically, it's left to right order of importance. So if you only have 1 minute, 30 seconds to grab one thing, you grab the go bags. And then you work your way to the right as you have ample time. So I've got everything on this second shelf. The 2 go bags are on the left here. This is all right next to the opening of the garage door. So it should be really easy to get out and get into the car. Hiking boots, these are the ones that I use regularly, so I'm just going to store them here so they're always here. Behind that are 2 big 5-gallon jugs of purified water. You can live about 3 days without water. You can live about 45 days without food, so water's next. Then the go bag that you just saw that we packed, so all the secondary stuff in there. The next thing is our giant Kingdome 6 tent from REI. It sleeps about 42 people. And then our car camping kit. I've added these labels to my shelf. When you're under stress, the last thing you want to have to do is think. So my tool bag is over on my tool bench. I want to remember to grab that, so I added that there. My safe contents, and then also a reminder to get more food and water. So if you've got 5 or 10 minutes to get out of here, we should be able to pack a bunch more food and more water. Anyway, I hope that helps. I don't really show people my garage very often, but I just thought while I'm doing this, you know, we spent probably, I don't know, 2-3 weeks kind of planning this, figuring out, looking at different websites, kind of figuring out what we needed, ordering stuff on Amazon or whatever, getting it all organized. I've spent 3 or 4 hours in the garage finding all the stuff that I wanted to have in these bags, packing some extra clothes. Anyway, it takes a little time. Hopefully this video inspires you to do a little disaster preparation yourself.